Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about something that has the power to change the way we see life and the world around us, permanent provision. Now, I know that some of you might be thinking, what exactly does that mean? Let me explain. We live in a world that's always shifting. Opportunities come and go. Challenges seem to appear out of nowhere. And sometimes the resources we thought we had are no longer there when we need them. It's easy to feel as though we're constantly chasing after something, trying to find stability, security, and enough to get by. But here's the thing, true provision isn't found in things that come and go. It's found in the one thing that remains no matter what. It's found within. Permanent provision isn't a bank account, a job, or a temporary breakthrough. It's the knowledge that no matter what happens in life, you have everything you need inside you. Every ounce of strength, every bit of courage, every ounce of hope, all of these things are already part of who you are. And they are there to sustain you through whatever life throws your way. Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying life will always be easy. I know from experience that challenges are real. But when we stop looking for the external sources of provision, when we stop waiting for the right job, the right partner, or the right circumstances to align perfectly, that's when we can begin to realize the permanent provision we have inside us. It's in the way you rise after every fall. It's in the persistence that keeps you moving forward even when it feels like you're stuck. It's in your ability to adapt, to learn, and to grow. That's the permanent provision. I want you to imagine a well that never runs dry. No matter how many times you draw from it, it's always full. That's the kind of provision I'm talking about. It's the inner strength that no one can take away. It's the faith that no storm can drown. It's the vision that no setback can cloud. You see, life's greatest provision doesn't come from what you have. What you are is far more important. The strength, courage, resilience, and passion inside you, that's permanent. That's something you'll never run out of. It doesn't matter what's taken from you or what you lose. You'll never lose your ability to rise, to fight, and to keep going. True provision, the kind that lasts and never fades, doesn't come from the things we chase after outside of ourselves. So often we spend our lives searching for security in possessions, jobs, relationships, and fleeting moments of success. These things, while important, can never be the source of lasting provision. They are temporary, and the world we live in is full of change. The job you have today might not be there tomorrow. The relationships you rely on might shift or fade. Circumstances can change in the blink of an eye. But there is something within you that remains constant, something that can provide you with what you need, no matter what's happening around you. It's the power of your inner strength, your resilience, and your ability to keep going. This is the permanent provision I'm talking about. When we begin to understand that true provision is not about external resources, but about the internal resources we carry, everything changes. For so long, we've been told that happiness, success, and fulfillment are things we need to attain from the outside world. We've been sold the idea that the right job, the right amount of money, the right partner, or the perfect set of circumstances will make us whole. But the truth is, even if we get all of those things, they might not bring the lasting satisfaction we seek. They can't provide the inner peace and stability we need to navigate the ups and downs of life. That kind of provision only comes from within. The world will give you challenges. It will throw obstacles in your path, and sometimes it will feel like the ground beneath you is constantly shifting. But when your foundation is built on the strength that comes from within, nothing can shake you for long. The key is to stop looking outward for solutions and start turning inward. Your mind, your heart, and your spirit are powerful tools for navigating life's challenges. The strength you need to face difficult circumstances is already there. The ability to persevere, to rise when you fall, and to keep pushing forward no matter the odds, those are all qualities that exist within you. They may lie dormant at times, but they're always available when you need them. What does it mean to draw from this inner provision? It means that when life gets tough, you don't have to wait for things to change or for someone else to fix it. You take a deep breath and recognize that you have the tools inside of you to get through it. You have the capacity to be resourceful, to be creative, and to be resilient. No matter what comes your way, you can find the strength to face it because you have the power within you to overcome. This is not to say that external provisions don't play a role in our lives. Of course, we need certain things to survive, like food, shelter, and the relationships that support us. But when you understand that true provision is within you, you don't become dependent on the external world to dictate your happiness or success. Instead of putting all your hope in things that can disappear, you start to put your trust in yourself. You stop relying on circumstances to make you feel secure. And instead, you begin to realize that the strength to face anything is already built into who you are. It's in the way you rise after a setback, the way you keep going when it seems impossible, and the way you find new solutions when others give up. This shift in perspective is liberating. When you realize that you are the source of your own provision, you stop looking outside for validation, for approval, or for confirmation that you're on the right path. You begin to trust yourself more deeply. You realize that no matter what happens in the world around you, you can always find your way. The inner resources that you have, your courage, your faith, your persistence, are never taken from you. They are always there waiting for you to tap into them. So when I talk about permanent provision, I'm talking about the lasting, unshakable source of strength that's already inside you. It's the internal resilience that remains no matter what's happening in the world outside. And once you understand this, you'll see that you don't need to chase after the things that can disappear. What you need is already inside you. And once you recognize that everything changes, your journey becomes one of empowerment, not dependence. You begin to live with a confidence that no circumstance can take away. Life is full of challenges. It's not a matter of if you face hardship, but when. Whether it's personal struggles, unexpected setbacks, or overwhelming obstacles, everyone has moments where they feel like giving up or being knocked down. But here's the thing about challenges: they don't define you. It's how you respond to them that shapes who you become. The world around us can be unpredictable, and sometimes it may feel like things are spiraling out of control. However, in the face of all this, we have something that can sustain us, an inner strength, a source of provision that's more powerful than anything the external world can throw at us. When we talk about inner strength, we're referring to the resilience that resides deep within us, the ability to stand tall in the face of adversity and keep moving forward despite the odds. Life will test us. There will be moments when it feels like everything is against us. Yet, in the midst of these times, we discover just how much strength we truly have. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about how we navigate through them. It's not about never falling, but about how we rise every time we do. You've probably already experienced this, the strength to keep going when the situation seems hopeless, to hold your head high, even when the road ahead looks uncertain. That's the kind of inner strength I'm talking about. In difficult moments, it's easy to feel alone or powerless. You might think, I don't have what it takes to get through this, but I promise you, within you is an incredible power that will push you to rise. It's easy to forget this when the world seems overwhelming, but the more you face challenges, the more you realize that you have a resource that won't run out: your resilience, your persistence, your heart. These qualities are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they become. Every challenge you overcome adds to your strength, preparing you for the next one. This inner strength isn't about being invincible or pretending that everything is always fine. It's about acknowledging the struggle, feeling the weight of it, and still finding the courage to move forward. The key to resilience is not about denying the hard times or pretending that things are easy. It's about recognizing that even in the most difficult circumstances, you have the ability to overcome. The strength comes in accepting that life will be tough at times, but that doesn't mean you can't push through it. It's the willingness to keep moving forward when it feels like every step is a battle. Another crucial part of inner strength is the mindset we carry through our challenges. Your attitude shapes your ability to handle adversity. If you see obstacles as insurmountable walls, you'll feel defeated before you even try. But if you see them as opportunities to grow, as tests of your resilience, you'll find the courage to press on. The way you perceive difficulties has a massive impact on how you handle them. Inner strength is not just about enduring, it's about seeing the possibility in every challenge. It's about embracing the tough times, knowing that they'll pass and that you'll be stronger for having faced them. This kind of strength also involves having faith in your ability to adapt and grow. When you face a challenge, it often feels like the ground beneath you is shifting and you have to find a new way to stand. But within you is the ability to adapt, to learn, and to evolve in the face of difficulty. Every challenge you encounter teaches you something. You learn more about yourself, about your capacity for perseverance, and about how to find solutions when things get tough. It's through this process that you grow and develop the resilience that sustains you through life's challenges. The more you tap into this inner strength, the more you realize that challenges are not roadblocks but stepping stones. They are the moments where your character is built, where your strength is tested, and where your faith is strengthened. You don't have to fear them because you know that no matter what comes your way, you have the power to overcome it. The challenges you face in life are not meant to break you, they are meant to build you. They are the tests that reveal the strength and resilience you didn't even know you had. And while life's challenges may sometimes feel overwhelming, remember that each one is a reminder of the incredible inner resources you have. Every obstacle you overcome adds to your store of strength. With each victory, no matter how small, you get closer to realizing the truth that you are more capable than you could ever imagine. Life will never stop testing you, but with each test, you become stronger, resilient, and more confident in your ability to rise. And that is the permanent provision that will carry you through anything. When we talk about permanent provision, we aren't just talking about the ability to survive difficult circumstances. We're talking about a deep, unshakable source of strength that empowers us to not just get through life's challenges. This strength isn't simply about enduring hardships, it's about adapting and growing through them. The provision that resides within us is not static. It's not something that simply allows us to hold on and wait for life to get better. It's something that fuels our ability to persist, to be creative in problem solving, and to continue moving forward no matter what obstacles we face. Adaptability is one of the most powerful components of this inner provision. When challenges arise, they often come with a twist, a change of direction, a new way of thinking, or an unexpected roadblock. This is where your ability to adapt becomes vital. It's easy to fall into the trap of rigid thinking where we believe that things must be a certain way in order for us to succeed. But true resilience doesn't operate on rigidity. It thrives on flexibility. It understands that life is unpredictable, and instead of fighting against it, it embraces the uncertainty and looks for ways to navigate through it. When you face a situation that seems impossible, the provision inside you will allow you to think differently. It will give you the capacity to find new solutions, even when it seems like there's no way out. It's not about doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. It's about recognizing that in every challenge, there is an opportunity to adapt, to learn, and to find a new path forward. Each obstacle is a chance to tap into a deeper part of yourself, your creativity, your resilience, and your resourcefulness. The more adaptable you are, the more you'll realize that you can face any situation and come out stronger on the other side. Adaptability also goes hand in hand with learning. As you encounter difficulties, the permanent provision within you pushes you to grow, to expand your understanding of yourself and the world around you. No challenge is ever wasted. Every time you encounter something difficult, you are given the chance to develop new skills, new ways of thinking, and new approaches to life. This growth is what makes you stronger, more capable, and better prepared for the next challenge. You learn how to navigate obstacles with a sense of purpose and confidence, knowing that you have everything you need to make it through. Sometimes the road ahead might not be clear. You might not have a blueprint for success, or you may feel unsure about which direction to take. But the beauty of having permanent provision inside you is that you don't need to have all the answers right away. You have the ability to keep moving forward step by step, even when the path isn't completely visible. This is where faith in yourself comes in. Faith isn't about knowing exactly how things will turn out. It's about trusting that no matter what, you have the strength to handle whatever comes your way. And it's not just about surviving the challenges, it's about thriving through them. Life doesn't just give us challenges to test us, it gives them to us to help us grow into the people we were meant to be. Each trial, each obstacle is a stepping stone on the path toward greater strength, wisdom, and understanding. It's through the most difficult moments that we uncover the depths of our potential. This is where we find the true power of permanent provision, the ability to rise above not just for survival, but for growth. Another crucial element of this provision is the belief that you are always capable of more than you realize. When things get tough, it's easy to doubt yourself and your abilities. It's easy to feel like you're a limit, like you've given all you have to give. But deep inside, there's always more. The strength within you doesn't run out. It's not a finite resource. It's an endless well of potential that only expands the more you use it. This kind of provision encourages you to push beyond your perceived limits. It challenges you to step out of your comfort zone and confront the fears or doubts that may have held you back. The more you tap into this inner provision, the more you realize that you are capable of doing things you never thought possible. It's not about being perfect or getting it right all the time. It's about continuing to move forward despite the setbacks or the fear. The permanent provision within you allows you to take risks, to make mistakes, and to keep going until you find the breakthrough you need. The power of inner provision also lies in the fact that it doesn't rely on anyone else's approval or validation. It comes from a place of self-belief and self-reliance. When you understand that the strength to overcome, to adapt, to grow, and to keep going is already inside you, stop waiting for external circumstances to align. You don't need anyone else to tell you that you're capable, because you know you are. This belief in your own abilities is what fuels your determination to keep moving forward. It's the constant reminder that no matter what life throws your way, you have what it takes to rise above it. In the end, the true beauty of permanent provision is in its ability to sustain you not just in survival mode, but in growth mode. It is there to help you adapt, learn, and become the person you were always meant to be. Every challenge is an opportunity to tap into this provision, to discover more about yourself, and to continue on your journey toward greater strength, resilience, and success. You have everything you need within you. All you have to do is trust in it and keep moving forward. When we talk about inner strength and resilience, we're not just discussing an abstract concept or a theoretical idea. We're talking about something real, something tangible that exists inside every one of us. This inner strength is not just a fleeting feeling, it's a powerful force that, once awakened, becomes a constant source of support and security, no matter what life brings our way. It's easy to overlook this strength, especially in times of struggle. But in reality, it is always there waiting to be tapped into, even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. At its core, inner strength is a belief in yourself, a trust that you have the power to navigate through the ups and downs of life. This strength isn't about being invulnerable or immune to difficulties. It's about knowing that no matter how tough things get, you have the ability to overcome. It's the quiet confidence that allows you to keep going when others might stop, the quiet assurance that even when things seem uncertain, you can still move forward with faith and determination. When you realize that your inner strength is always with you, everything changes. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start realizing that you are the one in control of how you respond to the world around you. Life is unpredictable. Things happen that we cannot control, and sometimes the world doesn't seem to make sense. But your inner strength gives you the ability to adapt, to face each new day with purpose, and to continue on your journey with resilience. It doesn't matter what gets thrown at you. It doesn't matter how hard things may seem at the moment. You have the power to keep going, to rise again after every fall, and to transform challenges into opportunities for growth. One of the most powerful aspects of inner strength is its ability to sustain you through difficult times. When everything seems to be going wrong, when you feel overwhelmed by the weight of your problems, your inner strength is what keeps you grounded. It's like a solid foundation that doesn't shake no matter how strong the storm is. It doesn't promise that the storm will pass immediately, but it gives you the confidence that no matter how long it lasts, you can weather it. It's not about avoiding hardship, but about knowing that you can get through it. Sometimes when we face setbacks, we can feel as though we've lost everything, as if we have nothing left to give. But in those moments of struggle, your inner strength reveals just how much capacity you truly have. It's easy to underestimate the power within you, especially when you're at a low point, but the truth is that even in your darkest moments, there's more strength inside you than you might realize. It's not always obvious. Sometimes it's quiet, almost hidden, but it's always there, waiting for the moment you need it most. The beauty of inner strength is that it grows over time. The more you face, the more you endure, the stronger you become. Each challenge you overcome adds to your reservoir of strength. You start to learn more about yourself, what you're truly capable, what your limits really are, and just how far you can push yourself. Each experience becomes a lesson in resilience, showing you that there is more within you than you initially thought. The difficulties you face don't weaken you, they strengthen you, building layers of resilience and courage that can never be taken away. As you begin to trust in this inner strength, you also develop a greater sense of faith in yourself, in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. The more you tap into this inner strength, the more you realize that you don't need external validation to prove your worth or your capabilities. You already know deep down that you are enough. You already know that you have the power to rise above any challenge. This belief in yourself becomes an unshakable foundation that no situation, no matter how difficult, can tear down. What's even more remarkable about this inner strength is that it doesn't come from a place of perfection. It's not about being flawless or always having everything figured out. It's about embracing the imperfections, the struggles, and the uncertainty. It's about continuing to move forward, even when you don't have all the answers. This kind of strength is rooted in your ability to accept yourself fully, flaws and all, and still have the courage to keep pushing forward. It's the strength that allows you to take risks, to try again when you fail, and to keep going when it feels easier to quit. When life gets tough, many of us look outward for reassurance. We look for someone to tell us we'll be okay, for a sign that everything will work out. But the real strength, the real provision lies within us. Once you recognize this truth that your strength is dependent on others, nor on external circumstances, you begin to take charge of your life in a way you never thought possible. You realize that you are the one who gets to decide how you respond to life. You realize that no matter what comes your way, you can stand tall because your inner strength will always be there to support you. This strength is permanent. It doesn't fade when things get tough. It doesn't disappear when you make mistakes. It is a constant companion, unwavering force that helps you rise again and again. It's the foundation you can always rely on, no matter how stormy the seas may get. Your inner strength is the provision you carry within you, and it is always enough. When you begin to recognize the permanent provision within you, it shifts your perspective on life. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the hero of your own story. You understand that you have the power to respond to life's challenges in ways that shape your future. No longer do you feel helpless when things go wrong because you realize that the true source of your strength comes from within. This shift from being a victim to being the hero of your own life is one of the most empowering transformations you can experience. It's not about avoiding difficulties or pretending that everything is always perfect. It's about embracing the challenges, knowing that you have the ability to overcome them, and using each one as an opportunity to grow stronger. The journey from victim to hero starts with a simple realization: you are not defined by your circumstances. You are defined by how you choose to respond to them. Life will always present obstacles, but it's your response that determines the outcome. When you embrace your inner strength and resilience, you stop looking for someone or something else to solve your problems. You stop waiting for external forces to make things right. Instead, you start taking charge of your own journey, knowing that you have the capacity to find your own solutions and to move forward no matter what the situation may be. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process of reclaiming your power. At first, it might feel difficult to break free from the habit of seeing yourself as a victim. It might feel easier to blame your circumstances, other people, or the world around you for your struggles. But the more you recognize the permanent provision that exists within you, the courage, resilience, and strength that never leaves you, the more you begin to understand that you have the ability to change your narrative. You are not at the mercy of life's ups and downs. You are the one who gets to decide how you navigate them. As you begin to take responsibility for your own responses, you also begin to realize the incredible power of your mindset. When you start to see yourself as the hero of your story, you adopt a mindset of growth and possibility. Instead of feeling defeated by challenges, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth. You understand that each setback is not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the path to a stronger, wiser version of yourself. You start to approach life with a sense of purpose, knowing that every difficulty you face is a chance to rise and show your true strength. The journey from victim to hero also means letting go of limiting beliefs that have held you back. For too long, many of us have been conditioned to believe that we are not capable, that we are too small or too weak to make a difference in our own lives. These beliefs are often rooted in past experiences, failures, or the opinions of others. But when you recognize the permanent provision within you, begin to realize that these beliefs are just stories you've been telling yourself. They are not truths. The truth is that you have the power to create your own future, to rewrite your own story, and to rise above anything that tries to hold you back. This shift also requires you to embrace failure not as something that defines you, but as a natural part of growth. Every hero faces setbacks, and every hero learns from their mistakes. Failure is not something to fear or avoid, it's a part of the journey. When you see yourself as the hero of your life, you understand that failure is not an enemy, but a teacher. It's through our mistakes that we learn the most valuable lessons. And it's through our struggles that we develop the strength to face even greater challenges. Every time you fail and rise again, you grow stronger and more capable. You become more confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. When you shift from a victim mentality to one of empowerment, you also begin to understand the power of choice. You realize that every moment presents a new opportunity to choose how you respond. You can choose to stay stuck in fear and uncertainty, or you can choose to step forward with courage, knowing that you have what it takes to overcome any obstacle. You can choose to dwell on the past and the things you cannot change, or you can choose to focus on the present moment and take action toward your future. This sense of agency is incredibly liberating. It means that you are never powerless, no matter what the situation may look like. The final piece of this transformation is understanding that being the hero of your own story is not about achieving perfection or never encountering struggles. It's about embracing your humanity, your strengths and your weaknesses, and using every experience, both good and bad, to propel you forward. You are a hero not because you never face challenges, but because you always rise above them. You are the hero because you are willing to face the tough moments with courage, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep going, no matter how difficult it may seem. When you truly recognize the permanent provision within you and embrace the idea that you are the hero of your own life, everything shifts. You no longer feel like life is happening to you. You realize that you have the power to shape it. You have the ability to navigate through any storm, to rise after any fall, and to find your way through every challenge. You are the one who holds the key to your future. And with that understanding comes the confidence to face whatever comes next. You are your own hero, and with every challenge you overcome, you prove it to yourself again and again. As we wrap up this journey together, I want to leave you with this simple but powerful reminder: within you lies an unshakable strength, a permanent provision that will always guide you through life's challenges. No matter what obstacles you face, no matter how tough the road ahead may seem, remember that you have everything you need to rise, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. You are not defined by your struggles, but by how you respond to them. With resilience, faith, and the belief in your own power, there is no challenge you cannot overcome. So as you walk forward from here, carry with you the understanding that you are the hero of your own story. Embrace each challenge as an opportunity to grow, learn, and become stronger. Trust in the permanent provision within you, and know that you have the strength to handle anything life throws your way. Good luck in your journey. May you always find the courage to rise, the wisdom to grow, and the faith to keep moving forward. Thank you for taking the time to listen, reflect, and embrace your own power. You've got this.